slide share. You know, it might be hard to kind of see those links, which I'm writing down, it's quite long. So the city manager kind of hit on some of the stats from the last couple of years of the idea scheme. So it's been running for 2 years. And over those 2 years, we've had 500 plus ideas submitted. We've over 290 staff members attend workshops. 49 were shortlisted. 26 of those ideas have been piloted. 18 were around cost saving or organisational change. And then one idea had received a patent, which is Roy O'Donnell, so he's here. And that's Roy there receiving his award from the Lord Mayor. So where do our ideas come from? Ideas come into us from all around the organisation, but we do have a top 5 in terms of where our ideas mostly come from. Environment and engineering is the most active department when it comes to submitting ideas into us, followed by housing and residential, CRA, planning and development, and then roads and traffic. So we have, as I was saying, different types of ideas submitted to us, different range of ideas that come into the studio. So I'm not going to go through all of them, you can see them there on the screen, but they kind of come, they're either around cost saving, staff allocation, organisational structure, around sustainability. They can be large scale, they can be small scale. Like an example there of the small scale would be sending the first post out to all our retired staff. So then it's a way for retired staff to have a link back into the council and to know what's going on, for those who want to know what's happened since they left the organisation. And then another one that we had, the ideas about ideas there, came from Kieran in environment and engineering. His idea was to have the staff idea scheme run all year round. So with that, he is running a local idea scheme within drainage. So these kind of things come into us, different types of ideas. Now this year's scheme has had a bit of a revamp, it's had a makeover. We have a lovely new online system that we're very excited about, because it's the first time that we've actually trialled this, and it's organised feedback is the name of the online system. So from today, staff can submit ideas to the idea scheme, and the closing date is 25th of October. Now what's different about this scheme is that all staff can give feedback on the ideas that are up there, but it won't be open for comment until after 25th of October. And then we also have our assessment panel this year as well, and that's going to be made up of people from various departments. Our previous one is at the schemes. We have Bernie Doherty, Aidan Marsh, Yvonne Brazil, Shane Waring, Brian Byrne, Derek Dixon and Joe Hayden. Joe is actually here from Kodima, and they are currently running a Think Energy campaign. So they're looking for staff to submit their energy tips to promote awareness and how staff can become more energy efficient. So we thought it would be good to kind of have Joe in the mix, come from that angle. If we get any ideas in around saving energy, which we do, it would be good to kind of have their input into their ideas. Staff also get a chance to support their favourite ideas. They can actually like an idea, which is great because it gives us a sense from the studio of what ideas staff kind of feel, kind of think are important to them, or, you know, so we can see what they're following. So there might kind of be a chance for one of those ideas to be maybe put in for the shortlist. We're kind of trying to figure that out at the moment. And then after that all happens then, in December we have an ideas building prototyping workshop. And this will come from the people who have been shortlisted from the assessment panel that attend this ideas building prototyping workshop, and that's going to be held in December. And then ideas will be either prototyped or implemented in the new year. So it's a bit different this year. So I suppose we've seen over the last couple of years that there are reasons why ideas don't make it. And you know, from the time that people submit their idea to the time that it gets prototyped, all ideas don't make it through all the various stages that we have. I think it's important that staff know the reasons why those ideas don't make it. It can be down to lack of time, and that can be down to the person who's actually putting the idea. Sometimes they don't have the time to actually put the idea through. So that's why all of our ideas that are shortlisted don't get prototyped. Then it can come down to lack of resources. At the time, it might be feasible for the idea to actually run within the organisation. And ideas change shape as they develop. So what you think your idea starts out at the beginning, it doesn't necessarily end like that. So sometimes ideas fail, which is okay, that can happen. So that can be another reason why. Legally, sometimes the ideas just cannot be run within the organisation. I know we had a couple in, a good few in about putting the pay slips online, and it's just not, at the moment, it's just not feasible for that to happen. Sometimes ideas maybe aren't thought through fully, and that can be another reason why an idea fails. And the idea could be happening all already in some other form within the organisation. And sometimes there's no sponsoring department, like just last year we gave the option that you could submit an idea but you didn't have to work on it. So when it came to some of those ideas being shortlisted, when we went to the department, we found that they didn't have time to take the idea on, didn't have staff, didn't have the resources, so that idea fell. So they're just kind of the reasons why ideas don't make it through the scheme. So this year, kind of before you submit your idea, maybe just think, have you got these three things covered? So is your idea reader friendly? Is it clear and is it short? And the reason why I'm saying this is because when it comes to the assessment stage of the idea scheme, some of the more technical ideas people might understand, like I wouldn't understand them because I'm not in that frame of mind, I suppose. So it's important that staff and that the assessment panel can understand what your idea is. And this will maybe help you get shortlisted as well. So it's important that you kind of think about that. And to keep it short, because often when it comes to the assessment stage, again, we print out all the ideas. And if you have maybe 3, 4, 5 pages of an idea, it's hard for staff to read through them. And again, for the assessment panel. So they're just maybe things you to kind of think about. I'm not going to go into the whole idea development stage because actually our speakers are going to cover that. So now we're going to go on to our speakers. So we have 3 ideas people who successfully piloted their idea in the 2012 scheme. So we've Jerry Moore, we've Claire Farron and Shane Waring, and then we have Sam Bishop. So Sam is the founder of Street Feast, and he's the co-founder of Upstart, the arts collective that brought Grand Park to the city. I don't know if anybody got a chance to go down to it, it was fabulous. And then at the end, we are going to have a Q&A session. So if you have any questions about the idea scheme, or if you have any questions you want to ask our speakers, please do ask, because it's your opportunity to ask any questions that you have, even in relation to the new online system or anything that you're thinking of. So I'm going to move you on now to our speakers.